have one motorcycle that works perfectly. Doesn't need anything. The One Show is coming up in just under 2 months. That's not very much time. Maybe I should take the one running motorcycle I have and completely tear it apart and build it for the One Show. God, I'm an idiot. If you want to know about what kind of bikes really are amazing to me and beautiful, they're ones that are really built around the function of that. This is the 790 prototype. As you can see, it is very lean, and whenever designers go about building a prototype, that's the truest form of the bike. And then of course, you have to start putting signals on and all the other things that are required. The other bike that inspires me is of course the Dakar rally bikes. And the KTM 450 is a really beautiful bike. Yeah, I have a bunch of really cool parts. I have a very short timeline. My goal is to build this bike as the perfect backcountry discovery route. I want to split the difference between a big adventure bike, KTM 500. I've owned both of those. This is going to be the sweet spot. It should also be really fucking beautiful. This beautiful subframe, I want to show it off a little bit more. Let's take an entire motorcycle apart. Oh God, what am I doing? Right now, you think you know where every single piece goes, and you're like, I'll remember that. And I can promise you, there are thousands of pieces here, and you will not remember. Ziploc bags, and label them based on the components. So in this case, the gas tank shrouds on both sides, it's symmetrical. I don't need to separate that into right and left. I'm gonna have 4 of each type of bolt, both sides. The tank and the shroud and the battery here, they can all go together. This is sort of a final piece. So as I go, all the components are gonna be put into these bags and they're gonna be labeled. You will notice, and it took me a long time to figure this out as well, that every motorcycle that I've ever done has been essentially monochromatic, and I don't use paint as a design element. Whoa, 6.5 pounds.
Man, I got no idea what any of this shit is.
What have I done? The 890 is a great bike. I got no issues with it. I mean, clearly I do now. Wow. All right, we're getting there on the bike. My plan is to nickel plate the frame. Kind of want to detab it as well. So I need to take a look and see what are the pieces that I can cut off. This, that can all go, and that's gonna clean this up. So I detabbed the whole subframe, and then when I did, I was like, I wonder how I mount this exhaust. This is the exhaust mount, and a piece of cheap stamped steel. No, that's not what I'm doing. Once I realized that I had taken off one of the mounts, I decided, screw it, I'll take off all the mounts and I'll just make my own. So we've turned these little pieces here, and they're offset a little bit to the bottom. In all honesty, it's completely random where I put them, because I'm gonna make my own exhaust mount, and I want it fairly close together so it forms a narrow triangle down to the exhaust. I have some titanium tube, and I'm going to make a titanium tube mount. But right now, I'm gonna tack these and weld these. And I just got back from the strip club. I mean, the paint stripper. But this tube was leaking. I had to take it upstairs to the bathtub. I found this tiny little pinhole here. So I'm gonna clean that, tack weld it, but then I need to get the water out of these tubes, water, chemical, whatever's in there. So I'm gonna have to drill a hole in both ends, a small hole, so that I can let the water that's in there drain out and then blow it out so it's dry. And then I've got to weld and then weld back both of those. And it's a little tricky to weld a sealed tube because the heat is going to expand the metal and then it's going to blow the weld out. So you have to get it super cold, boom, hit it really quick with a small tack, and then you should be good to go. We're good to go. At least I hope so. It goes to the plater, and it's all up to them at that point.